everyone. I'm back. We haven't been with you for a while on Fridays, but we've decided to restart the videos on Friday, so we're going to keep doing them for a while. And they usually follow the Sunday school lesson that's on Sunday that follows the Coatesbury curriculum. And right now we are working on Joseph and his brothers, and when he goes to Egypt and all of that. As you see, I have on my little hat, and it's very similar to probably Joseph's coat then, the coat of many colors. I couldn't wear the coat, I'm sure it's too small. But you can see the beautiful colors, because in Jesus's time, not in Jesus's time, but during Joseph's time, most people wore browns or dark colors. And for Joseph to get this beautiful coat, and I'm showing you a picture in this book, it was amazing. It had long sleeves. His brother's coats were very plain, and it had lots of brightly colored stripes and patterns. And you know what happened? Let me take my hat off. His brothers got jealous. "We work harder than he does," they grumbled to each other. "And now he's got this beautiful coat, and we have these ugly brown coats. That's not fair." We've talked about that before, the world, about not fair. He went sometimes with his brothers to help look after the sheep, but he was bragging and always boasting, and then he would go home and tell and sort of be a tattletale to his father and tell him all the things the brothers did and said. And so his brothers got so mad at him that they said, "No more, we don't want him there." So Joseph stayed home. One night Joseph had a dream. And in the morning, he told his brothers about it. "I dreamed that we were in the fields tying up the wheat," he said. "And we finished each bundle of wheat, stood up straight, mine did, and all of yours stood in a circle around mine and bowed down to it." "What do you think that means?" they said. "You're crazy." Then the next night, he had another dream. And he dreamed that the sun and the stars were all bowing down to him. Boy, his brothers really got mad. Even his father Jacob was upset. "Are you trying to tell me that the whole family is going to bow down to you?" he said. "I've heard enough. I don't want to hear any more about your dreams." So Joseph had to keep the dreams to himself. But after a while, his father began to wonder if God wasn't sending a message that he had special plans for Joseph. Well, one day his brothers went off with the sheep, and they were gone for a while, so that Jacob was worried. So he sent Joseph, gave him some food and water, and told him to go check on his brothers and make sure they're happy and well and come back and report to me. So that's what Joseph did. He found them, and they saw him, and because he had on that beautiful coat. "Hey, let's teach him a lesson," they said. Well, you know what they did? They didn't hurt him. They just threw him in. They took his coat, and they threw him in a pit. The only one who didn't help was Reuben, who was the oldest. "We just can't kill him," he said. So they just threw him in the pit and went back. And Reuben left and went, and he was sort of glad his brothers didn't kill Joseph. He went off to tend the sheep, and the brothers sat around and ate the food and stuff that he had brought. Well, now, while they were sitting and eating, along came a caravan. Now, a caravan is a group of people who travel, and it's like now we use trucks and trains and airplanes to move goods. They use camels, and they went across the desert, and they took goods from one place to another. Well, they decided they would just stop these people and give them Joseph. Even though Joseph was dirty from the pit, the traders saw he was strong and healthy, and they said, "Yeah, we'll give you some money for him, and we'll take him with us to Egypt. We'll sell him as a slave." "Yay," said the brothers. And they got their money, and off Joseph went. Now, when Reuben came back and he realized Joseph was gone, he was very upset. The brothers then had to decide, what are they going to tell their dad, Jacob? So they ripped his coat up, they tore it up, they put some blood on it from a goat, And they took it home, and they told their father that they found Joseph's coat and with blood on it. And so he must be dead. And so everybody acted sad. Jacob cried, and he didn't realize the brothers were fooling him. But Jacob didn't need to worry, because you know what? God did have special plans for him, and his son was quite safe. And one day, the whole family will get back together, and all will be forgiven. But guess what? That's another story for another day. And I'll see you next Friday with part 2 of the Joseph story. Bye.